Lobby boy is coming home from BFPO with a wreath of purple flowers to cover up Mummy's hero. What should he do? Should have been a rock star, but he never had the money for a guitar. What should he do? Should have been a politician, but he never had a proper education. What should he do? Should have been a father, but he never even made it to his 20s. What a shame. Army dreamers. What a waste. Army dreamers. Well, here I am, it's me, I'm back. Gin and bloody skins, have we got me tallow? Let me get me tallow. Oh, there we go, I've got me tallow, look. Now look. Everybody wants me tallow reading. Here I am. Old president correct with me tallow. Now look at me. Now don't I look lovely? Don't I look gorgeous when you think of it? I do, don't I? Look. You all want me. I know you all want me, especially the men. Probably the women as well, actually. I think you're all after me, aren't you? So, I put that on me because it's like I've just been presented with something, like a bouquet of flowers, something or other, what they do, what they put around you if you're in Hawaii. Because to be honest, this room is a bit like being in Hawaii. It's very close, very, very close. Like so many things, what is going on. Anyway, what is going on? Now, let me have a look. Mummy's hero, what should he do? Should have been a rock star, but he never had the money for a guitar. There you go. See? I don't want to, do you know what I mean? Blow my own smoke, but that was me. Gin and skins. What tortured the Kate Bush the song. In fact, I sang it for her and she just lip synced. There you go. It's all out in the public domain. It's all out in the public domain. Everybody knows about it nowadays. I also did that. Do you remember that? Back to life, back to reality, back to the here and now. And do you remember? Well, that was me. I did write that for Jazzy B. I did. And he was very, very grateful. Was it me that was grateful? I think it's me, actually, to be honest. I got down on my knees and Jazzy B'd. There you go. So, it is hot today. It's very close. Now, wherever you are in the UK, have you been scared out of your wits, or your tits, by your phone going mental? Has it happened? Did you get an alert on your phone? Because I didn't know what to do, to be honest. I didn't know whether to run outside in the road and just strip off, which usually I don't need an excuse to do, but I thought, owing to the number of restrictions and, you know, restraining orders, I'd better be circumspect next time I do it. So when I heard the siren, I thought to myself, there you go, Gin and skins, get yourself out there, just strip off and run up and down the road with your legs open. That's what you want to do. So, did you get your alert on the phone? Because apparently we all need an alert now in case something happens, because the government's going to apparently help us. Like they did in 2020. And like they've literally never done ever in their entire lives. No. So anyway, we're back. What's been happening on the Voodoo People's Worlds? Because it's all been happening, isn't it? Now, things are going on. Well, you know things are going on. Some little snipes posted something or sent somebody something and I got word of it this afternoon. Because the creators just all communicate. Well, don't communicate with the criminal underclass element, obviously, do you know what I mean? They like to keep noses clean. But unlike them, do you know what I mean? Which is the problem most of the time, I'll be honest it is. So we've got El Chapo over in Spain. Now, keep up troops. Now, what have we got now? Let's do these. El Chapo, she's been annoyed this week. Well, same as every bloody week, isn't it? So, El Chapo, she's out there posting people's private messages. Now, Ems, obviously, we all know Ems is Atalanta, but she in there in Spain, in the Levant, she's managed to get Charlie Manson's attention again, because it's been somewhat waning.
it's been raining. Not rain, well, it probably has been raining too. But the attention has been waning on the wane. Because obviously, Charlie isn't getting a lot of kudos hanging around with psychotic nut jobs. Which is basically what's been happening. I mean, it's bad enough if you are a psychotic nut job, but if you take up with a psychotic nut job, then two psychotic nut jobs, one of them with the biggest ego is going to replete, whatever the word is, fuck off. So he's been trying to do himself something or other. He thinks he's going to do plunging around in the water like that bleeding cretin John Wedger. He's another bloody phony, fake-ass, posing, scamming piece of work, isn't he, that John Wedger? So they're all like, oh yeah, I'm doing it for mental health. Listen, if you're really doing it for anybody's mental health, you've put a bag on your head, mate. Now shut up. Doing it for your mental health. No one wants to see your little stick insect legs, love. Your big pot belly and your pigeon chest. Make all the women feel sick. Stop it. Cover yourself up. Disgusting at your age. Do you want to all see me running down the bloody beach and we all together? That's what you're going to get treated to unless you stop. It's not fair. No, I don't threaten Ginger Skin's hypotherapy person. Not me. I don't threat. That's a promise. If I have to be treated to more pictures of the piggling of the little skinny little bleeding, I don't know what it is, looks like two little white bits of cotton hanging out of a pair of shorts, doesn't it? With a lot of little pot belly and a pigeon chest. White of the bleeding white with the ginger minge going on all over the place that no one wants to look at. We don't want to see it. So if it does carry on, I'm going to have to join in. I'm going to join in. And I'll get Gertie and her all together. We'll all do it together. We'll all go running down the beach for the delectation of, like, some very sad individuals on the YouTube. So anyway, no, listen, this has happened. And I did predict this because I see it in Tallows the other week. So what's happened is you got like the triumphant, you got Charlie Manson here. He is the leading sex case person. I don't know. They want to fuck him, or they've already fucked him. I mean, either. In fact, both. See, on this side you got Ems. So she's made friends with Flannel. Hopefully they're gonna have a friend. Oh no, we don't want that, do we? I've just had the most terrible vision. I think it's because I was holding my Tallow cards. I've had a vision. They're going to start getting sexual together, aren't they, and making it into a video. That's what they're going to start doing. I can see it. I can really see it starting. I'm getting worried about that. I don't think we need that in our world, our lives. Not at my age. I'll probably get chest pains and another nosebleed. So anyway, yeah, I mean, Gertie Moore's multi-million-pound studio, we better get on because I don't know what's happening anymore. But, no, so it's all happening. Now, you got Flannel, who's not El Chapo. Should we call her El Chapo? She's never been the brightest button. She's as mad as... I'll be honest, she's mad. Quite mental. Good news is YouTube is tracing for the people. It took them a while to get their beds in order. But they are tracing where the bot attack's coming from. Because they've agreed that every day I go down 10, between 10 or 70, it's never an odd number. That's a giveaway sign, isn't it, you see? Because you're not that intelligent. It's thick as shit, actually. And it don't matter what way you and them twist and turn, you've got your measure fully. Now, let's get back on the bike, right? So we're back to bullying veterans. Because you know Flem, she likes sticking up for veterans. I mean, I've said a million times, she doesn't. She's a psychopath. She hides behind veterans. Because if you've got some moral crusade that can moralistically exonerate you from being a proper bitch 24/7, 365 days of the year, for about 3 or 4 years, constantly and obsessively and maliciously, well, then you can do all that I've just said. You can do that, you see. But, so she hides behind veterans. And in the main, bullies veterans. And at the moment, they're bullying a female veteran with cancer. 2 other veterans that have done absolutely nothing wrong. Because Ems is butthurt that she thinks somebody's talking out of school. Ha ha ha. Dirty rude. So she's giving all the stuff to El Chapo. El Chapo is publishing, which is illegal in not only is it immoral, but it's actually factually illegal to publish people's private messages and emails. Now, Gertie's letting her do it because she wants to illustrate to people, right, this is the low-down scumbag that she is. This is what I've been trying to tell you. This isn't a normal, moralistic, kind person. Because let it be known in the annals and something like that, the arsehole of history, that Gertie was in fact a very good little friend. So a year on, little spaz there, she's having a little phone her. He's like, oh, I ain't got no argument. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to try and shame you. Have you seen Gertie? You can't shame her. You can't. It doesn't bother her in the least. In fact, every time you do it, all it does is prove what a snipe you are. And also, you shore up the fact that Gertie's been telling everybody for ages that you are in fact a criminal. A criminal underclass person, and you seem to attract like-minded, criminally minded, underclass, subnormal, everything, under par intellects, is what you attract, you see, El Chapo. And the very fact that you've not got an ounce of credibility, because you see, Gertie, you've only got her feed, but you see, she's got everybody's. She's got Bron, she's got Lee, she's got yours, she's got Graham, she's got loads. Trevor, she got it all. She could play that game, couldn't she? She could play that game. Or she could write a book. There you go. It's one or the other, isn't it, really? El Chapo. But meanwhile, you are breaking the law, you see, because without permission, you're publishing private things, and you see, people can see that. So now what's gone on now is Atlanta of Arcadia, aka M's, a fraud, poser, con artist, and basically an all-round cyber-stalking terrorist, bully and serial harasser. Ain't been laid since 1990-something. I mean, probably 80-something, well, probably 90-something, I don't know, don't care. Just the thought has put me off my filters. I was going to have filters on toast, but I'm not going to do that now. I think I've been put off it. Thank you very much for that, Atlanta of Arcadia. Thank you. So, anyway, that happened, and keep up, because Atlanta of Arcadia has proved 100%. Unequivocally, whatever the bleeding word is, that it is M's. Bingo, she is Atalanta. She's got this other one. What she does, she gets false personas like a catfish, basically. So she's got all these other personas, they're all her. So boring. So everyone's running around trying to find out who they are, but they're all just one person, her. She thinks she's clever, she ain't, she's thick as mince. Now she's teamed up with Flannel, because they both love Charlie. So they might be doing some girl-on-girl action. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Just, do you know what I mean? Miss out the middleman and just go for the girl-on-girl. I think that's where they're going. I do. I think that's what next thing we're going to have El Chapo and Atalanta of Arcadia doing dirty videos. Yeah, and then they'll all be getting upset because people are looking at the dirty videos that they posted on Pinterest or Quora or something, whatever they get up to. So they'll be getting all moralistic, saying, "Oh no, people are looking at my tits, even though I've got them out on Pinterest." That'll be the next thing. Then Atalanta of Arcadia, aka M, should be moaning that everybody's looking at her gigantic thighs, which we're not allowed to talk about now. Let's get this card. Oh, the King of Pentacles, testicles. There you go, King of Testicles. I think that's Charlie Manson. He sat on his throne, and he's just basically waiting for you pair of old poisonous broads to piss off and leave him alone. Because ladies, post-menopausal old boots, he likes younger women, darling. He does! He does! He don't like you old girls! He don't like you! Oh dear, and apparently, well, it's not apparently, it's truth, isn't it? Apparently, El Chapo, he told you to go and get a shower because you stunk when he stayed over with you that night. See? So he does care about you because obviously he was worried that you might stink the place out. And then he probably what he thought you'd do, I'll tell you another thing, this is what he's thinking. He probably thought, what's that smell? And he probably thought, I wonder whether it's the pipe. Well, he thought, I better tell her to go and get a shower because if anything happens to that pipe, she'll be blaming my girl Gin and Skins. That's Charlie for you, because he does fancy me, obviously. Well, he would do, wouldn't he? I mean, all men do. I mean, you know, I've got Johnny Depp on my back the whole time. And then you got that little snake. Somebody got hold of me and said, well, somebody's passed on something that apparently last year Gertie Rude stuck up for Trevor with GB News. Gertie Rude's on loads of things where she's said to people, stupid old bitch, everybody knew she didn't like Charlie. But behind the scenes, I always said, Gertie Rude always said, I, as in Gertie, will have his back. I would never publicly fuck him over. So all the little shit-stirring troublemakers that think that, I found a post that I can tell causes trouble. No, nothing is black and white, my darlings. Everything's quite nuanced with this group. But basically, Atalanta of Arcadia is Emma, Red is Emma, Mercasana of Mex is Emma, Alan Dulles is Emma, Tasman Brotherkeep was probably Emma. Don't really care about that one really. Humpy Hopper, Big Reveal, Piggy Pig. I mean, here Piggy Pig is actually a difficult one. It is a difficult one. I'll be honest, there's somebody's... Oh, it's Johnny. Yeah, alright, darling, I'm just doing a live, darling. This don't matter, because it's Southern War Hero, and they're basically M's of Eastbourne in Sussexshire. Because she does like putting people's doxing people. And then you got that pink-haired Luna bleeding tick, and her little sidekick Flea. She's a gobshite that needs a... I don't know what she needs. She needs a stick waggling at her. They're all immature. They're so immature. I haven't got any argument. I can't debate one-to-one. I'm just a schoolyard bully. I'm a little immature old-age pensioner that nobody wants. Nobody's going to look at. I look like a sack of bleeding shit. I've got a spiteful, malicious, narrow-minded, shallow intellect. Basically, I'm in love with a psychopath. So that is the synopsis of what's going on between Charlie Manson and the two old broads here. Shall we open the books and see when they fall out and start fighting over Charlie? Because that would be funny, wouldn't it? It would be funny. Especially when Mary Jenniskins knows that he prefers much younger women, darling. He don't like old age pensioners. Anyway, the magician. Oh, I think that might be Gertie. She can do magic. She can do magic. If you've got a cake, she can make it disappear in seconds. She can. So, I mean, don't mess with Gertie. Oh, here we go. We've got another one. King of Wands. No, the King of Wands. Now, who is this? Who is this? Is this somebody that's got a wand? And they're going to go abracadabra and make you two old broads disappear, because that'll be good. Leave Russell Green alone. Now, everybody knows that Russell and Gertie Rude hate one another with a passion, which I think is good. To be honest, I like Russell, because anybody that hates Gertie is all right. So, oh God, I'm so gorgeous. I don't know why I've got all these... I've got a queue of men. I'm single, but I'm mingling. I like to mingle when I'm single. I like to spread it all about. Well, a bit like El Chapo, really. So, and Flem's would, but she's so unwieldy and ugly, a man never wants to be seen with her. Which is fair enough, is it? To be honest, I mean, have you seen her? She's all kind of wet and greasy. And then she's flat-chested, goes to the waist, and then she goes out. She's like Spaghetti Junction. She is in a rush hour. I mean, it wouldn't be half as bad if it was a quiet period, but there's nothing below the waist that's a quiet period, not with that whole thing. So, anyway, no, we've got the alarms going off, so we're probably all going to be nuclearised. And we'll probably all go out watching the delectation and edification of El Chapo, late middle-aged old broad, fighting Atalanta of Arcadia, aka Ems, right, old broad, over Charlie Manson, you know. While he's probably on a Zoom call playing with his pingling with some bird with about 15 years younger than you, daft old trouts. I love it, I do. He's probably on the Babe screen, isn't he? What do they call it? Babe line. I don't know what it is. I mean, do you know what I mean? Don't quote me on it. So anyway, oh, here we go. Oh, this is Gertie's card. This is Gertie's card. See, the lion represents Aslam. Do you remember Aslam? Did you remember? Well, it was when that time Gertie used to go in the wardrobes. She was so far in the wardrobe, in the closet, she came out in Narnia and started calling herself Edmund. She did for a while. She went transcontinental. But it's only because she wanted to get herself in the boys' football team in the gym. get herself in the communal bath situation. And then she got herself arrested. So that's another story. I might tell you it one day if I remember. Oh, now here we are. Yes, this is the right card. That is you, El Chapo. That is you. There you go, El Chapo. That's you and your new BFF Emma, Atalanta of Arcadia. You just love bullying veterans. Russell, where was I? Oh yeah, Russ Dipper. I can't think what his name is, his username. If you know, you know. I can't remember it now. I mean, obviously, it's not nearly as important as what I am. So, because I am marvellous. And apparently they're back on bullying him again. Because Gertie used to think that he was Atalanta of Arcadia. But that's what they make you think. And also, he took Gertie's channel. So obviously she would have believed anything about him at the time, to be honest. But then when she found out that actually one of the stalking counts for definite was run by, oh, delicious. Listen, when I click off, I'm going to finish filming this. I might have to lick myself, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? It'd be great if you could do everything all over, because you'd never, do you know what I mean? Go out again. So there's that, and then you got the King of Swords. Ah, now we're getting there, see? Right, so what's happening is, Ems wants to do that with El Chapo. El Chapo wants to be a spiteful, malicious little bitch. Because she's quite mental. She thinks that Prince William is talking to her. Or watching her, or something. Do you know what I mean? Did someone say that she wrapped her phone up in tin foil when she went to Lady Sue's? Someone should email Lady Sue, really, shouldn't they? She's quite mental, you know. But mind you, you know, birds of a feather and all that. So anyway, she's got some mental disease going on there. God knows what it is. So anyway, she's made up with Ems. So the two ladies either side of Charlie Manson are now friends. They're frenemies. And they're going to try and get it on. They're going to get it on. And to that end, what they're doing is posting people's private messages, which they think wins them the argument. But you see, people aren't as thick as their diseased, poisonous little brains, you see. Because most people can discern the fact that you're just doing a one-dimensional. You're not saying what you said. You're not saying the context, darling. You're not doing the, do you know what I mean? The diatribe, the preamble, the consequence, the conclusion. You're just going, I'm dead. And even some Gertie Rude subs, which are of a more persuasionally wiser, age-wise, and even they can say it's screenshots. And weren't you the one that says, oh, you're a computer technician, you're a designer? Oh, screenshots can be fake. But you pass them in everywhere and you go, oh yeah, they're authentic, look at me. Britain's most wanted, El Chapo, most untrustworthy, lying piece of work since, well, probably forever. And no good's going to come of it, Chapo. No good's going to come of it, because your house will come tumbling down, darling. It will. It will. It will. Trust me. Trust me, Chapo. Trust me, Chapo. Trust your old gin and skins. Anyway, so what they're doing, right, and then they're swapping. I'll give you 500 or something, 50, whatever, screenshots, so you can bully people that I'm paranoid about. And then you can give me ones that you're paranoid about. It's just, they're so pathetically immature and quite demented. And they've got a few little crew that sort of ride-alongs, because that's all they can get. And people that think they're authentic. And then when you think of it, you've got a con artist over here. She's a con artist scammer, provably. Because Gertie's got all the evidence, information. She's got all the contracts. She's got all the qualifications that she ain't got. That she's pretending she's got, but she ain't got. How many people she's been scamming? Quite a few hundred, to be honest. And all the details and everything there, and the depositions, and where she's fleeced people's bank accounts behind their backs. Fake, fraud, poser, con artist, criminal. Charlie Manson. Debatably, there's no smoke without fire, and he's never out of being arrested for something and questioned for something. But he's like a weasel, little ginger weasel. He wiggles his way out. But all weasels eventually come to the end, don't they? Weasels do. Weasels will do what weasels do. And eventually they will weasel themselves into, I don't know, oblivion. Probably, it's hard to tell. And self-confessed himself, been in prison in excess of 10 times. And one of the times, Gin and Skins, did some research, what Gertie told me. You hear it from me, Gin and Skins is not allegedly, it is fact. He actually punched a woman, and he was in prison for that. So, it might have been a military prison. In some ways, military prisons are far worse than civilian ones. And it's still on his record that he's been in prison 10 times. So, dishonourably discharged from the army, despite the medal he got, which was hooky at best. There's another backstory. But you keep believing, daydream believer, whatever. Just keep doing that, whatever it is. Just keep thinking that. Because you are with the criminal underclass, and then you've got the other side, his other bird, the old fraud, old bin, El Chapo, in the Levant, right? Never did nothing, all them computers, they just vaporised. Self-confessed web designer, computer technician, but everybody that gets their channel chat, it's not to do with El Chapo. No, it's not. Let's just hope that YouTube don't trace it back to you then, darling, really, innit? Because if you're found interfering with people's channels, you get yours terminated, and it will be terminated forever. Trust me, you won't be able to talk on here again. So there you go. You're vindictive, nasty old boot. You're not very clever. You're thick as mince. You can do all this. Oh, I've got the. Do you know what you sound like? Do you know? And you sat on that side the other night. You're like, oh, Foxy, I don't care about Foxy. It's nothing to do with me, Foxy. You groomed Foxy. You picked him. You and your reprehensibly vile late husband trawled through social media to find somebody to annoy bloody Russell. What's his name? That's what you did, and everybody knows you did that. You owed that person a duty account. You're supposed to be an adult. You're supposed to be mature. You're more mature than an old bit of bloody old blue cheese, you are. Bloody ropey old thing. Don't like people with special needs, fuck them. Don't mental people, mental health, you should all be in mental homes and this, that and the other. And then you were saying Gertie's got senile dementia now. She probably might have, to be fair. It's the only thing I have agreed with. There you go, El Chapo. When I heard that, I did think to myself, can we push this line? Because if I can get her put in a home, I get the multi-million-pound studio with the lighting. So I did agree with that bit. But it is sort of indicative of you that you're so thick, so blinded by your own poison, that you think to say, well, she's got Alzheimer's, she's mental, she's this, that and the other, so then I'm going to punish her by posting all her private messages. And that is good. That makes you a moral, decent person. And then also, she's got Alzheimer's. She needs to be put in a home, preferably one with no access to Wi-Fi. But shall we all mock her for being mental? Shall we do that? Wait, is it just me, or are you really a spiteful, malicious, immature, nasty, criminal psychopath? I think you are, because I'm Gin and Skin cycling person, and I've got my Tallow cards. And by the way, Scamabella, not only is she a liar, she's a drunk, and a drunk driver. So there you go, another criminal. Criminal that's married to a cop in America. Do you know what I mean? That's a get out of card, isn't it? Get out of jail every day, isn't it? I'm married to a copper. I can do whatever I like. I can. Glory be to me. And that other old thing as well. She can piss back off to wherever it is she came from. Sat here on my veranda, and I'm just watching the crops. I'm just watching those old crops. They're growing. Yeah, they are. They're just over there. Oh, me, oh, my. I'm so innocent and virginal. And a man I was flirting with, because Glenny Ruth's got all the chat, saying, can you make me nude pictures, can you? Would you do that for me? Would you do that for little old me? Would you? To supper. And then sat there, because you had your little fangirl on there. Honest to God, I thought you were having an orgasm, Denise. Chapo, oh my God, it's feral. Oh my God, can I go down on you, girl? Make me sick. Absolutely sick. And Michelle's right, where did you come from? How dare you try to make out you're something you're not, you dirty old slapper. I've read your chat threads, so shush up. Stop kicking a person when they're already down, you wicked old boot. Get some of those blimmin' HRT patches and stick them on your gob. and then get yourself on the veranda, stupid mare.